we go from foundations at the climax right into sweet fire. Let's talk about it. Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on the fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha, for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast. Ekule if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. Hold on for a second. Okay, that's better. Had to check my mic a little bit more. It is 36 minutes past your 10 o'clock hour Central Standard Time, and I am bringing you your nightly mystic forecast, or 6 a.m. if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. So let's wind down this Wednesday so that my 6 a.m. listeners aren't talking too much about yesterday. We are winding down the 10th of April, 2024, and the day's vibrating on a 13-4 at the week's climax. 4 is the number of foundations, solid, permanent foundations. And to set these foundations on a climatic space of the week is amazing. This is your third Wednesday of spring equinox and of Aries season, and the moon tonight is waxing in the second house of Taurus. So the message I got from that waxing moon is, for everything that you've gone through and the spirit is in a space of purification, abundance, and recompense, know that your price just went up. Your energetic price, and for many of you, your professional one as well, as Oya is the mother of the marketplace. So if you're listening to this at night, you got an hour and some change to work this energy out before the clock strikes 12. Oya passes that time clock to Shango, and Wednesday's Mercury and Uranus energy communicates with the heavens, shifts into the masculine Jupiter for expansion. If you've been listening to the Mothership all day today, then we've been jamming to the exotic mothers of song. But Thursday gets more into the divine father's groove, if you catch my drift. So kick back, relax, and get ready to go into the funky fire starter fathers of song, following your 6 a.m. mystic forecast and the rising Bimbe to Shango. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Did you enjoy your astrology sip in the Malbec Planetarium? I hope so. Well, let's see how that energy expands when we take it inside for a deeper meaning with I Chings and Scarlet Serenes. That's www.poetiChingsScarletsRene I bet you won't meet me there tomorrow. Ashe. Thursday's Red's Jupiter expansion. Cheese. Sensual voices of the fathers. Sacral chakra healing. Iba Sango, Iba Dada, Iba Aganju. Welcome to Thursdays on the Mothership. 222.9. Beam up. And we're back. So in case you're just now joining us, I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, giving you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership. And we have gone into the 11th of April, 2024. Golly, this year is flying by. And this is Obatala's year of patience, purification, and exposure. And we're plunging into the sweet fires off those climaxes of the week because the day vibrates on Oshun's honeysuckle number 5. So when you got Oshun and Shango energy entwined, that's a lot of passion in the air combined with love. So allow that energy to saturate your being as you embrace the joy and your new allure of your higher levels of expanding. It kind of reminds me of the prayer of Jabez out of the Bible. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and expand my territory. And with your hand you kept me and guided me from evil. So there's a lot of wonderful things that are coming in for people who lived anyway. So make sure you align yourself out of the energy of your traumatic past and in to the cosmopolitan essence of living in the highly divine 5D. It is the fourth Thursday of spring equinox and of Aries season, and the moon has jumped houses from Gemini, from Taurus into Gemini. So you're going to be dealing with some dualities. And what this feels like is kind of a message in, how do I put it? Combining this duality energy off the moon of Gemini with the essence of Oshun and Shango, I'm getting a message that's around balancing your dualities, as in many of us have had to put up shells around our hearts, build fortresses, if you will, to protect yourself from people who didn't mean you any harm, any good. But the problem is when those fortresses are too thick, love can't get in. So it's like with the moon waxing in Gemini, with Shango and Oshun energy going on, it's kind of a space where you want to let your spirit self and your ego self walk hand in hand. That way your discernment is strong against those that mean you harm, while your heart is still open to those who come to love. Ashe, ashe. Balance that duality. We are cruising into the third decan of Aries season with the sub-ruler in Sagittarius. So if you were born between April 10th and the 21st, you are half Aries, half Sagittarius. And that really aligns with that 11 energy on the day for 11. And 11 is Ochosi's number. And that bow and arrow just kind of reminds me of Ochosi energy. So the unbridled fires of Aries in the first two decans, they serve their purposes. But when you're in the third decan of Aries, your fire is a lot more direct than your other two counterparts. In the Kemetic way of the stars, we are still in the season of thought. And in the 12 figures of African spirituality zodiac system, you are in the system of small services to the neighborhood until May 4th. So, with small services to the neighborhood being the sign now, especially with spring equinox and spreading pollen and things blooming, take them seeds in your sack and go plant them somewhere. Make sure you're using your fruits to not just feed yourself, but to provide services to other people. Because just as negative energy is contagious, so is positive energy. So go ahead on and conjure up yours and make somebody else's life better. And that's how you get the most beautiful things in return where you least expect it. We are still cruising through Mercury retrograde 2024. Obatala got jokes. The first Mercury retrograde of this year has eaten up the last two decans of Aries season. So we're not coming out of Mercury retrograde until we 4 days in the Taurus season. And why that's funny to me is because Aries is the energy of initiative, action, unbridled driving force energy. And that works well when you combine that with ambition and doing and getting things done and manifesting in the material world. But retrograde energy with Mercury is not a good time to start new contracts, start new relationships. You got hiccups in technology, miscommunications. Now, why is all of this happening in the middle of Aries season where all this energy is supposed to be driving out? Because the spirit is calling us to take that on fire, unbridled drive fire energy and turn it within. That is speaking of very intense spirit work, very intense pattern breaking, very intense changing karmic cycles. This is a lot going on in the 5D that has yet to manifest in the 3D come Taurus season. So just something to think about. All right, other 11 zodiac houses, check up. Haterade is not alkaline, so make sure you are showing the Aries people in your life some love as they turn up in their season. Because you know good and darn well that when your zodiac season rolls around, you're going to want people to turn up with you, and you should. And it's good to just turn up in all 12 houses and all 12 energies. That's where everyday life gets to be a party. And while you're at it, learn about the Aries energy in you. Oh, yeah. Crack your book and study yourself. Pull out that natal chart and study your placements of house 1, of Mars, and of Aries. And learn how to work with the Aries energy in you as you allow the Aries people in your life to stir up that energy. Ashe? So this is a really action-packed Thursday. And by the way, Thursdays are turn-up days for people born under the sign of Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is their ruling planet. So if Sagittariuses are a bit extra on Thursdays, they can be because the planet is ruling their day. Give them their space, let them be happy, and let that energy be contagious. But if you were born on April 11th, you can adapt yourself readily to a change of environment. Oh, I like it. Chameleon energy. And you are faithful to duty. Oh, I love it. Loyal to your friends. Where is this man at? And enthusiastic in your work. You have great power of determination, and through it, you successfully surmount many difficulties. Your love is deep, and you will compel the same in return. Who's out there that's born on April 11th? Hi. If this is your solar return, happy solar return. May the ancestors, Orishas, Olodumare, and all of the deities of your respective faith bring you many, many more, filled with Boboire. Boboire, of course, means many blessings for those of you that are new to the Orisha tradition. I'm going to take a quick break, wet my whistle with this soursop water, and when I come back, we're going to get to your tarot deck. And I also have a message from the I Ching, and there's more about that on the exclusive Ortbit. But I guess I gotta hurry up and upload some more poems because I keep coming back to the rabbit hole poem. But I guess the spirit wants me to keep playing this poem like it's my new hit single or something. So without further ado, April is still Poetry Month. So here is Rabbit Hole as I prepare for tonight's reading. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. I painted this one all kinds of colors for you. Listen. So I slipped, fell down this rabbit hole. This rabbit was black, somewhere in the valley of my own thighs, the gate to my soul. The wisdom inside took a stroll on a stride, no watch, no time, just I and the ride. Side saddle, horseback, reverse cowgirl style. My stallion is black. I'm back for all I was robbed of. So put it in a sack, grinning from ear to ear like a purple Cheshire cat. So I slipped. Fell down the rabbit hole, this rabbit was black. Somewhere in the valley of my own thighs I dug up roots so deeply concealed, ancestral truths, and all they reveal. All I need to survive, the electric to thrive, the magic of bloodlines, the black honey from my hive taste so sweet. I keep the beat on my headphones to block out the jive. It's all inside. I slipped down my own rabbit hole. A tale to be told of diamonds and the hearts. I'm the queen. Flipping tarot card soldiers. They talking. When folks ask me what I see, I'm free. I hit a curve in the whirlwind where my hips spin. Seeing love gagged and bound as all but a fairy tale. The putrid smell of cigarette butts keep you stuck in bad thinking. Tobacco sticks attached to karmic dick burns short like dynamite wicks impending implosion. I sweat black oil, I don't need lotion. I keep it moving in a spiral motion. This rabbit hole of my own potion eases my stressed nerves. In dreams I travel like birds. I spin round my own world on the axis of my curbs and affirmations off the verbs of my tongue. I speak, Mad Hatters run. SU has all the fun with the Tweedledees and Dums and even the ones with dashikis and drums. Too much free makes you dumb, so I'm reloaded. There's more on my tongue. Alligator peppered, spicily suggestion. The fleshing of the details my Cosmo cocktails find refreshing. Expression, my kryptonite. Truth, my colors. Words are my fix as airwaves are my HOV lanes. I put it in the mix. Others' intentions become my bag of tricks. Free to form prophecy and let them drip from my lips or expressions of divine rage. I lick my finger, turn the page. I let it burn cause I'm a sage. Low vibrations disengage. I'll taste my genius. Some call it crazed. I'm amazed. How the sun is shaded in amber while the sky is dipped in black. I drip in the last of mango flavored fucks about the deserters that desire to come back. I go dry on opinions, get sticky for the facts. Tasty like paradise on parrot's ice on the last time I was alone on my back. Shit. I'm within. I can't run. I can't hide. Down, down, down this rabbit hole. I'm a Bonnie with no Clyde. I slipped where nothing slides. I'm an oracle, a circle with no sides. I'm a mountain lion, so there's no pride. I'm aging backwards cause Father Time must like me, but why? Cause I slipped down this rabbit hole between my thighs to discover all in which I'm divinely assigned. An iiiYansaje Muse abstract poem. Ashe. And we're back. So if you're seeing this message, then this tarot read is for you. The question that was asked was, how do we align with the sweet fire and the blessings that are to come upon seeing this message, but of course aligned with the energy of the day? How do we take in the blessings? How do we prepare ourselves to receive? And the first card that came up was the Nine of Cups. Now, of course, the Nine of Cups is one of the strongest love cards to draw in the tarot deck. But nines jump out at me because that's my mama Oya's number. And nine also brings finalities. So the spirit is saying, say goodbye to the struggle era of your life. Say goodbye to people in your life that misused the institution of love and put you in an untrusting space, because all the love you've given is yours to receive in return. All you have to do is offer up that cup of love to you, and that's going to shift your vibe and align you to receive it. Because as you can see in the card, you got all nine cups, and then you got this one person sitting in the middle drinking out of all nine of them. Like, what up, though? And that's your season right now. You've given so much love to other people, and it's time for you to drink a little bit of your own juice, all nine cups. Because when you start loving you, you end the cycle of self abuse through other people. The second way to align, we got the Page of Pentacles inverted. So, what this means is a divorce from too much attachment to the 3D world. And this speaks a lot to a lot of this jazz that society is pushing right now in terms of love and relationships. Because, see, there's Shango and Oshun energy all in this reading because of the daily numerology and the day that it falls on, Thursday, and for the number 5. So this Page of Pentacles is also speaking to intimate relationships that need to be divorced from too much 3D energy. And that speaks directly against what society is teaching about, you know, marketplace value for women, and women checking a man's pockets before they check his spirit or soul or character. That type of energy is taking away from you embracing the higher blessings that life has to offer you in both abundance and love. So as you offer this cup of love to yourself, remember that self-love isn't completely about material, okay? And the third card that showed up was the Three of Cups upright. And in the context of this reading, this speaks of a celebration. As you can see, there are people toasting. So the Spirit is saying with the Three of Cups is to connect with your spiritual family. Connect with people that you don't have to explain yourself to. Because the more that you pour your cup of love, your cups of love to yourself with the Nine of Cups, the more you will attract the people that will partake and your self-love. The people you attract will be more of a reflection of your self-love. Okay? And so this group of people showed up upright, where the Page of Pentacles energy showed upside down. So this speaks to associating with people that love you, not what you have, not what they can get out of you, not the energy they can get out of you, not what you do for them. Really love you for you. And these people are coming into your world when the more you release this Page of Pentacles energy and pour yourself a nice 9 cup of your own self-love. And in flipping the deck, we got, bam, the Wheel of Fortune and the Wheel of Fortune. And look at this. Okay, so now this deck is going to start reading backwards. So when I flip the deck and the cards start peeking, I got to let them talk. So here we go. The Wheel of Fortune shows up underneath. And what that means is that your blessings have been in tow the whole time. It's just a matter of allowing yourself to be prepared for them. And when the cards showed upside down underneath, got a lot of major arcanes under here. So many of you had a tower moment that turned your world upside down. But your blessings were always protected because they were sealed inside of you. And learning to love yourself unlocks your wheel of fortune. Because when you love yourself, you become the highest version of yourself. And when you become the highest version of yourself, you get to say hello to the God within. And when you say hello to the God within, a lot of things in your world are going to turn upside down. A lot of things that existed in your life as a result of spiritual imbalances will have their tower moment. But all of it was designed. The tower moment that destroyed everything that was keeping you from your divinity did turn your world upside down and kind of made you have your enemies thinking for a minute that they had you beat. But as soon as you left this energy alone with the Page of Pentacles, poured yourself 9 cups of your own cup of love, you found yourself inside and realized the Wheel of Fortune was there the whole time. Ashe. There is my reading for the general collective. Now, these are the readings you're only going to get on the nightly forecast, which I'm putting back into the time frame of 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes, I do other tarot readings on my TikTok and Facebook pages, but I really like for you guys to catch these because they're aligned with all the quasars and everything else that's going on. But should you need a personal reading, then by all means, use the link in the description box to book your personal session. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, and this is 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Don't make me land a tornado where I could have been a cool breeze. Oh yeah. The Uranus Collection, brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutique. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Whether I simmer or whether I blaze, either way, I'm too hot. Shango. The Jupiter Collection, brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutique. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. And that concludes our nightly forecast, or 6 a.m. if you're catching this in Thursday morning. Thank you for joining me. I certainly hope that you gain some things that will help you align with your Jupiter ruled Shango venerated Thursday. So if you're listening on Wednesday night, then stay tuned for the other half of my Wednesday nightly vision of what love looks like. Old school slow jams to wind down your evening and resurrect that heart chakra. Might even connect it to the root, but that part ain't none of my business. If you are listening at 6 a.m., then stay tuned for the rising Bimbe to Shango before we get to your funky fire starter old school fathers of song. Either way, remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind. Your ass will follow. If you'd like to become a supporting member of 222.9 The Mothership, make sure you shop the Mothership Mystic Boutique or just make a donation. Everything you need is in that lovely Shango care package that I put in this video's description box. Mix. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. And here's music from Lisa Fisher with How Can I Ease the Pain? Be mild. Every day is special. Why not find out